Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Clarity Social TV. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Golden from Clarity Crafts in the UK as well.
And welcome to another episode of Clarity Social TV, as I've just said. It's going to
But
be,
welcome to
but
Clarity.
welcome to it. Anyways, you're always welcome. Doesn't matter what time of the day or night or morning it is, wherever you are. The lovely Gracie, all the way over in Brooklyn, New York, will be in the room with you. So if you've got any questions, she's there to help. I can see some people coming in now, so we'll just wait to make sure that I've got everything switched on. It's been over a week since I was last here, because we were at our annual summer retreats.
Looks like they went really well as well.
They
looking
went
at
fantastically
the artwork
well
on Clarity Worldwide.
Yeah,
and stuff.
they really did. And it was lovely to see friends old and new. We had a number of friends join us for the first time, not only on Barb's one, but also on the Parchment one as well.
Oh, that's brilliant.
With lovely Linda on Saturday and Sunday. So Gracie said the sound is nice and clear. Thank you very much, Gracie.
It's always nice when we have new friends.
It is. And I think since we now have a different audience, we now do our regular Clarity Social TV shows. I think a lot more people are finding us and sort of coming to understand exactly what we do here at Clarity.
Yeah, definitely.
And the feedback and the response was absolutely brilliant. And everyone went away being able to share. I mean, they weren't easy. None of the courses. They weren't sort of like a make and take and say, right, here's all the bits together. You stick that on there. No. The Inky Arty one with Barb, unpredictable.
Okay.
Unpredictable. When you're working with a jelly plate, you can control it to a point.
Yeah.
But it is so unpredictable.
Yeah, I know that because I used to do like jelly printing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes it comes off the way it should, and sometimes it doesn't.
And especially when you're working with acrylic paint.
Yes.
As well. So if you want to find out more about what happened at our retreats last week, Barbara did a blog this morning. She was up with the larks, or before the larks this morning, and did a blog. So I'm sure Gracie will pop a link up to this morning's blog so you can have a catch up. Some lovely photos on there as well. Nice. And also over on our social media pages as well, on Clarity and Groovi Worldwide pages. So yeah, it was a great week. It really was. And then it all came to an end on Sunday evening with the lovely Linda Williams, and it was a real contrast of groups of friends. Some of our friends did the Wednesday and Thursday with Barb, and then they stayed over and did the Saturday and Sunday with Linda, because we've got that great crossover of our Clarity family, where they're doing stamping and inking.
They like to do both,
and
don't they?
Definitely. So that was fun, and it was sort of like I was walking. You know me, I walk around the rooms, don't I, to make sure everybody's okay. And on Sunday, it was that quiet. You could hear the floorboards creaking in the hall.
Really concentrating.
They really were. But what they achieved was absolutely amazing. So hopefully for those of you that did attend, hopefully you've made it home safe and sound, and time for you to recover before looking at your little folders and reviewing what you did over the past week.
Yeah, having a go with other plates, for example, or other stamps and.
Absolutely.
So it's techniques.
So let's have a look. So Gracie's popped the link up to the products we're going to feature in this hour. And I thought, believe it or not, excuse me.
Is that frog
again? It's that frog. We're just over a week away from our next 1, 2, 3 online course.
I've
got some water, excuse me. So I'm going to hand over to Louise before this frog disappears. Let me bring the details up and Louise can talk you through.
Lovely. So this is our colouring course. I know many of you have already bought this one and are awaiting it. I put a little message on the Clarity community page earlier just to let everybody know and everything. But yeah, it's already really popular. So we've got the 3 dates. So that's why it's a 1, 2, 3 course.
It is indeed.
3
3
dates.
plates, 3 dates.
And so you've got an intro into the colouring course. Then you've got the ingredients, so all of the basic ingredients that you'll need before you go specific with all of the extra ingredients. Those are what you would need for every single session. And then you have the first one, we are going to use Dorso crayons. So I thought what I'll do for the first lesson is to break everybody in gently.
Nice.
With Dorso crayons, because the lovely thing about Dorso crayons is you have 2 packs, 16 colours, but they can be mixed and matched and made other colours.
Absolutely.
So even though you only have 16, you've got many, many more colours that you can make. So lots of different techniques to learn in that. And those are all of the basic ingredients that you'll need on top of your other ingredients there.
Super.
So we're going to be doing the poinsettia plate there.
Nice.
So, and then day 2, we're going to be doing the Christmas rose plate, so the season's greetings. That's a really lovely plate.
They're all gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is, I mean, you could do Christmas rose whatever colour you want, but I had a look on the internet and you've got so many different colours of what Christmas rose can be. So even though I'm using one colour, you can use something different when we come to it, because there's lots of colours we're going to be using the Perga colours in this one.
We've got 30 lovely colours in that collection.
So many to choose from, and there's so many different greens and yellows and everything. So yeah, so that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that one. And then obviously all of the ingredients as well. And then day 3, new techniques to learn. So this will be the more advanced out of all 3 of them.
Okay.
Because we'll be using the B's and the A's together. And we're going to be using a paintbrush.
Paintbrush?
Yes.
Ooh.
I know. So you'll need a few extra bits for this one, which is why the list looks probably a little bit more. And water we don't supply, but you'll need some water too.
You need a little bit of water as well, definitely.
A little glass or an old paint pot. But yeah, so that's going to be loads of fun. And then we've got all of the ingredients there together. So it's all on one page, which is helpful.
And I mean, it looks a lot. It really does. But most of you that have been grooving and parching for a while will have your core essentials.
Yes.
I
know a lot of our members will have Perga colours and Dorso crayons, and they already have all of these ingredients. It just looks like a lot, but
it does.
It's probably a lot of people have probably only needed to get like the painting essentials kit, and that's probably all of us have. Seeing as we're all Groovi addicts, probably already have a lot of this.
Definitely.
And then lastly, you've got your timetable. So we've done this one. Still available though, the white work course.
It is indeed, yeah. We'll talk about that in a little while.
And then this one is what we'll be doing now. And then in November, we have picot cutting and perforating and lots of exciting tool stuff.
Super duper. Right. So if you're tuning in for the first time, then the thing with our 123 online courses is that they're done on the Circle platform. So it's a platform that we use specifically for our online classes. Barbara started that, I'd say nearly a year ago now.
Yes.
With the Canvas courses online. So basically you've got this lovely secure area. And when you purchase the course, you've got the keys to that classroom forever.
You have.
Okay, so what it means is if you can't join us live during those particular sessions, then you can go back in afterwards and you can watch it any time of the day, night, evening, whichever. You can pause it, you can rewind it, you can fast forward it, and they're all available for you once you bought that course. Now, details on the screen. The item for this course is 60227. It's £60. There's no club discount. We don't do club discounts on our online courses. However, if you're buying any of the products which are featured within the course, then they obviously, if you are a club member, you'll get your discount as well. And over the weekend, we had a number of our friends join up, not only for the colouring course, but also some of the previous ones like the foundation course and also the white work course.
Oh, that's good
as well.
Yeah.
Because they're there, they're ready for you. And it all started off with the foundation course, didn't it, Louise? So if I bring the details up, before we do it, let me show you the plates that we're going to be using for this course, because we designed a set of 4 new plates. The item number for that is 42505, £26 plus your club discount. So that means if you're a Diamond Club member, it's only £22.10.
Yeah.
Okay. But it all started off earlier in the year with the foundation course. And the idea behind the foundation course was it was sort of like an introduction, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, just some basic things of all 3 different courses that we're taking now into more depth.
Yeah.
So you had the white work, we did some basic white work, and then the colour we used the Pergamano B pencils.
Yeah.
And then just enjoyed doing some pico cutting with the plates on the 3rd one.
And it was great to see once we'd finished the classes, all of our friends posting what they'd done, working out where they'd gone wrong, what they felt they needed to do to improve. And Louise, being the tutor, is in there all the time. So if you've ever got any questions afterwards, then Louise is always there to help. So it's like you've also got access to the tutor as well. I mean, obviously Louise does sleep, so she's not available 24 hours a day.
I'm floating around most of the time.
Yeah.
Just because I have it on my phone, so kind of like sometimes the app brings up
messages for you.
I usually just have a sneaky peek in the evening.
So there we go. So if you're interested in the foundation course, then the item number for that is 60220. Again, that's £60. There's no further club discount on that. And then we had a set of lovely plates to accompany the foundation and the white work course.
Yes.
So the item number for that is 42470. You can see there, normally £32.50. You have a £3 saving, bringing it down to £29.50, plus your club discount as well. And this is 5 beautiful plates, which we'll have a look at maybe a little bit later. And we'll have a look at the projects that Louise covered in not only the foundation course, but also the white work course as well.
Yeah.
So that's the plates for that collection. And then if you missed out on the white work, then the white work course is item number 60223. Now, with all of these 123 online courses, you haven't got to have done the foundation course and then the white work. If you didn't do the foundation and you didn't do the white work because you're happy with the level at which you're at, you can come straight in on the colouring. Or maybe later in the year, if you're happy with your colouring, then you can just come into the perforating and pico cutting in November as well.
Yeah.
And then if you think, oh, actually, I want to go back and I want to have a look at the white work course, then you can do that. You can always go back and purchase them afterwards. And it's becoming a real sort of college, a clarity college, really, isn't it?
Both stamping and grooving.
Yeah.
There's so many more classrooms available now.
Absolutely. So the doors are open, and the way in which I like to describe it is like a corridor. And on one side, you've got all your inky arty stuff with Barb. And then on the left-hand side, you've got all your Groovi Pergamano Parching on the other side.
Yeah.
And I know many of our friends at home have done every single course. I'm not going to mention any names, but some people have done all of Barbara's courses, and they've also done all of these as well. Now, if you signed up in the past week, or you also signed up at the retreats, those invitations to the Circle platform will be going out tomorrow morning. I'll be sending those invites out to you, which will then give you access. You can go into the Q&A room. If you've got any questions, you can ask ahead of the time. You can get to meet your fellow students as well. And as Louise said earlier, she actually posted a little welcome message in there as well. I think Richard posted last week. He was getting excited.
Yeah, Richard got ahead of me.
Yeah, he got in there last week. So if you have signed up to do the colouring course and you haven't had a notification from the Circle platform by lunchtime tomorrow, then just give the office a call and we will look into that. Sometimes emails like that can go into people's junk or spam filters.
Yeah.
So it's always worth just checking that out. It's surprising sometimes what you find in your junk folder. You think, oh, I wonder where that email had gone.
Yeah. Wonder why I hadn't heard from that person.
Yeah. So that it's definitely worth, yeah. If you have signed up recently or you're signing up today, then I'll be sending the rest of those invites out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the 27th of August. I had to think what month we were in then, because September is just
It's
around the
coming,
corner.
isn't it? It's on its way.
So that's the white work course, and there's a couple of other items I wanted to share with you that's proved really popular. And this is our Pergamano Painting Essentials Kit. So, as Louise mentioned, in the third module of the colouring course, we're going to get to grip. Say we. Louise is going to show us how the Pergamano number 2 round brush works, and we also managed to source a fantastic little Pergamano pink sponge. For those of you that was at the retreat, Linda did a little technique using the sponge, and all of a sudden there was like a queue trying to get them off the hook.
The sponges.
The sponge is available on its own. To me, this is like the new Groovi tabs. If you're looking for something to top up your basket,
Just get a sponge.
Yeah, people are putting 3 or 4 sponges in in their basket. So that's what's coming up. Now, if you're thinking, okay, I want to do one of these courses, but what am I going to need? When you go into the product on the website, so put the codes in. So, for example, if you pop in item number 60227, when you go into the product itself, that gives you a really detailed description on what's going to be covered. When you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a link you can click, and that link will take you to an ingredients list. So you can download it, you can print it from your computer, and then you can go through and say, right, I've got this, I've got that, I've got this. Oh, I haven't got that. So maybe you wanted to look at that, or maybe you want to wait till afterwards. Maybe when we do the live sessions, you're just going to watch it and then do it afterwards. Because I know many of our friends like to watch.
Yes, and ask their questions.
Ask their questions. Yeah, make notes as they go along, and then do it afterwards. Which is fine. I mean, that's what we're here for.
That's how I kind of learn. I'd watch it once, and then the second time I will go and do it and
stop it and start it. So and that's the same for all of the courses that we bring to you, including Barb's 1, 2, 3. I mean, that lovely landscape and stamping one, that was so popular. With those fantastic masks and the A6 square treescape stamps. So I'm sure Gracie would have already popped up a link to our classroom section on the website, because you can go in there and you can see all the classroom classes that are currently available as well. And I know Barb's got lots of plans for the coming months. She actually hinted at it in this morning's blog.
I saw the blog, yeah.
So yeah, all I would say is watch this space.
Exciting times.
So let's have a look. So should we have a look at the foundation course?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to hide the cards because we can have a look. These are the projects that Louise created during the foundation course. So I'll hand you over to the lovely Louise, and she can talk you through this course.
Okay, so the foundation course, which is product number 60220. So we have 3 modules, same as every course. And so, like we were before, we have the same intro and the same basic ingredients at the beginning, your starter kit information, things like that. And then for every day, we have a little introduction to the module, what we're going to learn, and then all of the extra ingredients that you'll need. So this one was the clematis. So we created, this one was our white work module.
So if I bring that one in there, and I'm going to zoom in, let me see, I reckon number 3. And then Louise can, there we go.
There we go. So we learned some white work in the petals and the centres.
Yeah. And
then also in our perforating tools. So we learnt white work using in different things. And obviously, when we talk about white work, we obviously, it's the art of creating that white line art as well as embossing. So everything on here is obviously it's white work, whether you're creating lines in the border. So, and then we had a good time with the grid creating the little dotty effect.
Information on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was what we covered in the white work in the foundation course.
And then day 2, this was the lily. So this was our colouring, which we used the bees on the back and the front of our artwork, which I think is good for everybody to learn how to not be scared about creating that lovely colour on the front, because it really does give a lovely effect. I chose this one because I like that lovely lily effect on the front. And then we had a black border.
So this was the one that we created. It was number 3, was it? There we go, number 3. So that is what Louise guided us through. And I remember when I first saw this, I said, "Oh, Louise, you're going to have to do it again." And she went, "Why? What's wrong with it?" I said, "We haven't got black parchment." And she went, "I haven't used black parchment." That's just black pencil, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And also just to blend it, and it's really does. It's a testament to how good the bee pencils are, and there's also how it all blends really seamlessly. But we learned on the back and on the front, we learned how to do the little stamens and everything. So that was a fun one as well.
So that was the second module in the foundation course.
And so the third one was we used a poppy. So we learnt how to picot cut. We learnt how to picot cut a cross.
Yeah.
And how to perforate along a straight line and how best to do that. And also how to perforate and picot cut around like a curve. So that was when we did the poppy.
That one, so we're bringing that one in.
I wanted to show, and also how to picot cut out a tool work. So we learned quite a few different ways of how to picot cut, but that was really your basic, how do you perforate, how do you picot cut?
And it was great because obviously that then brought in the colouring module as well, because we coloured in the poppies, we did a little bit of colour on the front. And again, when we talk about white work, we're talking about where you trace out with a Groovi plate, that's white work.
Yes.
As soon as that parchment turns white, it's white work. And the 3 core techniques when it comes to parchment craft is white work, colour, perforating and picot cutting, isn't it?
Yes.
And I mean, I've been doing it many a year, and I only know so much. And I was surprised at how much I learned by attending the course with Louise. Just little tips and tricks. And I was talking to Linda about this at the weekend, and she said it herself to her friends that were attending, that the rules are not there anymore, so to speak. There's a certain way in which you should do an order of service, so to speak.
Yeah.
But nowadays, there's no rules. There's no parchment police out there saying you've got to do this, and if that perforation isn't right, you've got to start again. And she said that she's still learning now after many a year, because her brain works differently as it did back then. And then it's the same with Barb. Barb said, "Right, we've done it this way before, but what if?" It's that what if.
Yeah.
And some people say, "Right, well, what if?" Or, "Well, let's do it." And some people go, "Well, what if?" "Oh, I don't want to try it."
Yeah.
So both Barbara and Linda and yourself have that same mindset that what if? And then they'll give it a go. And if it works, bingo.
That's great, yeah.
And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I think that's the beauty of crafting. Never be scared to what if.
Yes, definitely.
And I mean, if you've created a masterpiece and then you get right to the large thing and you go, what if I cut with a craft knife, or what if I cut with a guillotine? That I would probably say, well, I'm not going to try that.
Yeah, I'll stick to what I know.
I stick to what I know. I'll use my scissors or whatever. But if you're early on in your stages, and sometimes you can often correct anything that if you think it didn't work that way, or if you haven't gone that far on your journey, and then you think, well, you know what, I can go back and do it again.
Yeah, so you never stop learning. I mean, I never stop learning. I mean, there's and Linda said the same. You know, there's always someone out there that will go, "Oh, I tried it like this and it worked," and we were like, "Oh yeah, well that makes sense." You know,
Yeah.
we don't know. Well, Linda knows everything. I don't know everything. I'm still learning, but everything that I do learn, I pass on, and I think it's really important to do that.
That's right. And I think when we look at the projects that we covered at our retreats, that was one of the things that Barbara was trying to install to our friends. So rather than just working on one piece of artwork, and it's the same with Partridge as well, rather than working on one piece and concentrate on it and it goes wrong and you go, oh, no, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
It was about working on several pieces at the same time and choosing the best piece out of 4 pieces.
Yeah.
But if all 4 pieces, it sort of psychologically sort of takes the pressure off, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I tend to do with design team stuff. Like I'll start off with more projects than what I finish.
Yeah.
Because I think I get to a stage and sometimes it doesn't look right, or in my head it doesn't look right, and I think, oh well, I'll just stick with these 2 because these look good. So
and then you take them on to the next level and everything else. Yeah.
So that's how I tend to work with my design team stuff.
And I think those that attended the Partridge, it was, I've got to do this, but now I've got to wait. White work. You've got to wait.
I know. Yeah, which is why it's good to have several projects on the go, because then when you stop doing white work on one, you can go, oh, I can do white work on that one now.
Yeah, and we had 2 projects on the go on Linda's one because there was white work, there was colouring, and it was funny. So we started on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday, obviously the doors are open early for our friends to come in, and a large number, they came in and they sat down and they started doing their white work. And I'm thinking, what's going on? We don't start till 9, and they're catching up on their white work or the little bits that they hadn't finished from the day before. Some people even took it back to the hotel and did a little bit in the hotel as well.
Oh,
and so it was great. But it was just like, oh, okay. Keep the noise down, nice and quiet. So that was what was covered by Louise on the foundation course. And I'm not saying it's basic. It isn't. When you look at those pieces, and I know many of our friends who have been doing it for many a year as well also got something out of it. It's just those little bits and pieces here that you can tweak and think, oh, I'm going to give that a go. And then all of a sudden, oh, that's so much easier. So we launched that, and then, as Louise said earlier, we then decided, so we do the foundation course, the 3 core techniques, and then we'd concentrate on each of those in separate courses.
Yes.
So we kicked off the first one with the white work course, because that would be step 1 on your Groovi journey. So let's have a look on this one. I think we've got the camera good to go on this one. So I shall swap the details on the screen.
Lovely. So the white work course is number 60223. And again, we've got our 3 modules. So same as before, we have our intro to the course and then our basic ingredients of what you'll need for all 3. Then on day 1, we created white work with the lily. Now, first of all, because most of us out there use the embossing tools, the round,
the
ball tools. I was trying to think what word it was. What's it called? A ball? Yeah, the ball tools. So we all start off usually with those because that's what we see people creating white work with on any kind of show. So we started off with that one, learned all sorts of different techniques as well.
Okay, so this was the piece of artwork Louise took us through on that one.
Yes, so we created our white work. Then we also put a little bit of white work in a grid pattern and also learned a little bit of tool work around the outside. So it was...
I think was that the one that you learned something on with something? There was one that you thought, oh, I never thought about that. And then it just, like that spur of the moment. There was one project, wasn't there?
Was it the one that we thought, oh, it can go up that way?
Oh, yeah, that it wasn't really a square in the middle. It was a rectangle.
Yeah, it was a rectangle. We hadn't seen it before.
I'm sure it was. I'm not sure whether it was this one when we were looking at the multi-needle tool and you did all these different patterns in them.
Yes.
Was it that one?
I can't
I think it
remember,
was.
actually,
I think it was that one that you started playing, and you came up with all these different designs.
Oh yes, they're on my parchment somewhere.
Yeah.
We did something a little bit different, didn't we? I thought,
Yes.
that's a nice.
Yeah.
Nice to work.
So that was using the ball tools, and there was a
Yeah.
little bit of stippling in there as well.
Yes, right in the little stamens.
Nice. Okay, so that was module 1.
And then module 2, we use the shaders. So I quite like shaders for shadow embossing.
Yeah.
But we use the shaders with the peony. So again, a little bit of an intro to the module, and then what we're going to learn, and then the extra information that you'll need for that actual.
And on this one, we also looked at the hockey stick as well, didn't we?
We did,
for
yes.
embossing. Excuse me. Now, the hockey stick traditionally is used for larger areas, isn't it? So if you're doing like hills or snow people, and you want to get a lovely smooth coverage.
Or if you had a very large flower.
Yes. Yeah. But the designs that we've been working on are small, achievable pieces.
Yes.
So although it wasn't used in the actual project itself, Louise guides us through on different things, and you was really getting carried away with all the different things.
I know.
And you're thinking, you've done all that with a hockey stick.
I know there's lots of different ways, and I was, a few of those. I was thinking, oh, well, what if I tried it again? What if I tried it this way? What if I tried it that way?
Yeah.
So
yeah, so that all these little bits are coming back to me now.
Yeah.
So this
go down memory lane.
Yeah. So this was the piece that Louise created using the hockey sticks.
Yeah. So we learnt, we did our lovely tool work around the outside of the grid work. But we learnt the shaders with this, and we used all 3 of them, I believe. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
So, but it was just about which ones to start off with, and then if you want the smaller ones. But we started off very lightly with the line art, so it kind of helped. I mean, because there's so many petals, it's all about trying to find the edge of the petal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
See, now I've just seen something in that picture that I can't unsee now.
What's a little face?
It's like a duck's beak. Oh dear, it's been a long day.
Oh yeah, it does a Donald Duck in there.
Yeah. Other ducks are available.
Oh, but yeah, other ducks are available.
So that was using the shader tools.
Yeah. And then on day 3, we decided which ones we preferred to use. So that was up to our lovely students, which ones they preferred. Did they prefer the ball tools, or did they prefer the shaders? So I used the shaders at the beginning, and then later on used the little ball tools just to finish off. But yeah, so what we learned quite a bit in that one as well, all the different ways of shadow embossing, and then all of the extra ingredients.
And then this was the project that we did. Let me come in on that one.
Okay.
That one.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
It really was. And interestingly, over the weekend with Linda, we were doing white work and we were doing colouring with pencils. And then Linda did something which is so obvious, but I wouldn't have even thought about it. Using, because Linda loves the ball tools.
Yes.
And the number 6 mil ball tool is her best friend. If it can get into that area, she will get it into that area.
She will, yeah.
And it was all about, we did something very similar in relation to the line art being very soft. And there was some crisp line art, but there was beautiful flowers. It was on the tulips and the poppies. No, tulips and dahlias. And they were really beautiful, and you couldn't see any lines, just like on those pieces you've created there, you couldn't see the lines. And it was all about, so you start off with the number 6 and then you work your way down over various different levels. I think Linda had gone up to, I think it was 7 layers, which there's no way we would have completed in 2 days.
No.
And then there was one bit where it gone from 6, 4.5, 4.5, 3, 3, and then 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 it all of a sudden it had lost its shape, so to speak. So Linda then just took the 6 ml bottle and went all over it again, and it brought it back.
Oh, brilliant.
So I wouldn't have thought about going back up, because I thought you just went down. So yeah, so it's a learning.
Good to say, always learning.
Yeah. So that is the white work course, and we had a lovely collection. Let's do some full screen graphics so you can have a look at this collection of plates in full detail. So the item number for the plates are 42470. It's the floral frame and sentiments A6 square Groovi plate collection. So you can see there you've got your 4 different flowers. You have your lilies, your poppy, your peony, and also your clematis. And in addition to that, you've got a lovely little alphabet as well. So if you wanted to personalize by changing the sentiments in the middle, you could do that as well. And all of those sentiments will fit in each of those different designs, as do they fit into the new collection that we're going to be working with on the colouring course. So the item number for this collection is 42505. The festive frame and sentiments A6 square Groovi plate collection, £26 plus club discount. Now this has your ivy, your holly and your ivy, poinsettia, then you have a lovely rose with ferns, and then you have the Christmas rose with ivy and mistletoe as well. So should we have a look at some artwork from the design team on this?
Yeah.
So let's start with the holly and the ivy. So I'm going to go to there. I'm going to bring that in there. I'm going to swap over to that camera when I change the graphics on the screen. That one. There we go.
Hey.
So let's come in a little closer on that one.
Isn't that nice?
So it's lovely, isn't it? So you've got the holly, you've got the ivy on there as well. You've got that lovely sentiment, joy to the world, which you can swap out for any of them. And these are A6 square baby plates. So you can see just from the size of Louise's hand how achievable they are to work on, not only for the course, but as plates in their own right.
What I like about these plates as well is that you've got a little tag as well, so you could have this as a tag.
Yeah.
Put your joy to the world and then put a matching holly and ivy, so the same tag as you're on a present, the same as your
on
card.
The card as well.
Which would look really nice.
So let's have a look at some artwork. So this one is from Jane Telford. So I'm going to zoom out now on this one so you can see.
Beautiful.
There we go.
There we go. So we've got the holly and the ivy, and then this is one from a reef. What's it? The little.
Is it the Build a Reef collection?
Build a Reef, I believe. Yes. That's nice. So it shows that you can mix and match and everything.
And it's nice because Jane's put a different colour behind the centerpiece.
Yes.
Because that's all one layer, isn't it?
It is, yes. But yeah, like you say, it's just like a pink layer that's
gone underneath to enhance the centre panel.
Yeah, which is really, really lovely. Really pretty.
Some lovely needlework around the
star
outside
point
as well.
looks so lovely.
Yeah.
Mixing and matching with you've got the white work, and then you've got the one that's cut out without white work. It looks really lovely.
And then we've got this one from Hazel Edwards. So
Beautiful.
No pico cutting at all.
No, which is really lovely to see sometimes, isn't it? Because you can see just using our doodle dies around the outside with some brads and everything, and it looks really lovely. And you've got the designer paper behind this, I believe.
Yeah.
Which looks just
and so this is using the frame in the centre of the nested A4 square extension plate.
Yeah, I like the frame. That's one of the first, like, whenever I had a card to begin with, I always used the frame.
It's a fantastic plate, isn't it? Yeah. It's like an essential.
It is. You can put grid work in there, or you could put, cut shapes out in there. It's really handy. So
then we have one from Jill Ascombe. Now, what Jill's on, she's taken Linda Williams's
the layering
plates.
Yeah.
So she's taken the A4 square layering. I think this is from one of the Japanese plates.
Yes, I believe so.
But what she's done, she's actually pico cut the centre with a die.
Yes. Yeah, that's really lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you can, you can
So
see.
she's used the nested picot.
And
So
then
this is one
stitched.
piece, then it's empty, it's open,
Yeah.
and then you've got the frame.
And what's nice is obviously you don't see any brads because it's all stitched.
Let's
Jill's
zoom in
stitched
on
it
that
all.
one. Oh, yeah, look at that, isn't that lovely?
It's there.
Yeah, I
And
do
then all
love
around
the
the outside.
embroidery on the parchment.
It looks so lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So effective.
Very subtle as well.
Yeah, so pretty.
Then we've got this one from Josie Davidson.
Lovely bit of
Let's zoom out on that
embossed
one.
grid work around the corner. That's really lovely. And then just bringing in the same holly just in all three corners.
To create the corners, it's lovely, isn't it?
It is really lovely. So just because you've got this plate doesn't mean you can create your own plates, and you can, for example, use the holly and ivy in the corners of your artwork.
And I spy our lovely Pergamano rub-on transfers in the middle of that one.
They're so lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, Linda loves them. Then we've got a smaller piece from Glynis.
I guess that was Glynis.
You can tell, I'm going to zoom in on this. Glynis, when you look at the artwork, she loves her multi-needle tools around the outside, doesn't she?
So effective, so beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely.
And then finally from this one, we've got one from Carol Baker. So we'll zoom out on that one.
Beautiful.
Excuse me.
It's using Linda's plate around the outside. I can't remember which plate it is.
Oh yeah, it's one of Linda's Christmas treasures, I think.
Yeah,
it might be.
Looks really lovely around the outside. Just complements it.
Because the designs were taken from a number of Linda Williams's other plates when Jazz was putting these together.
Really lovely.
So then we'll have a look at the poinsettia plate, all available individually, but all in this current collection. Item number 42502. I reckon this one is this one is Glynis. I was going to say Josie because of the fancy grid work background. Let's have a look at this. This is, I'm going to zoom in now.
Lovely little bit of white work. And the nice thing about the poinsettias as well is that even though it's a poinsettia, if you coloured these differently, like a pink or a blue, whatever you wanted to, it doesn't have to be Christmas.
No, I mean, there's this piece of artwork from Jill that all of a sudden, let me zoom out and we'll put them side by side if we can. So now, it doesn't look like a poinsettia at all. It's just very autumn colours, isn't it?
Very autumnal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks beautiful in orange.
And then a little bit of stitching in there as well.
You can always tell that's Jill's, can't you?
Yeah. Then we've got this one from Carol Baker. There we go.
Beautiful. Really lovely. So hidden the line art. With just some pencil work on the front. Looks so effective.
Nice. Then we can go to from one not extreme to another. This one's from Josie Davidson.
Yes.
Where you've got that lovely white work on there as well.
Grid work around the outside, but the lovely effective white work. That's beautiful. Really pretty.
So stunning. Then we've got one from Karen Jackson. So gone more trad in style with the colouring. So the lovely poinsettias, scallop square around the outside, and then cut out, perforated and cut out.
So pretty, and that's a really lovely edging, isn't it?
Yeah.
The scallop. I always used to use that when I was first learning how to do picot cutting.
And then the final one piece of artwork. No.
Oh.
No.
Jane.
But doesn't it look bigger?
It does, yeah. It makes it look so much bigger just without the line on the front, isn't it?
Because what Jane's done, she's actually made it bigger.
Yes.
Because what she's done like the four corners, hasn't she? She's done the four corners.
Yes. And then
infilled with the centre one. So she's used the same one in all four sides.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
So I reckon she's taken that one there.
Yeah,
and then just kept turning it round. And then she's taken the fern that comes with the roses and infilled those spaces.
Doesn't that look lovely? So it does show that you could, obviously that's the size of the plate, but you can create it larger or smaller, whatever you preferred. If you just wanted to have one in the tag, for example, you can.
So then, talking of that lovely roses and fern plate, the item number for that is 42503. Love it. So when you look at the 4 different designs we've got in this collection, yes, they're more wintry. They can be for festive, and so, but the rose could be for any time throughout the year, couldn't it?
It really can, because there's a few of the lovely design team cards that taken out the furs and just created just the roses and made it look really lovely as well.
So this one is from Hazel. So what Hazel's done, she's just done the 4 corners, similar to what Jane did with poinsettias, and then she's infilled with the word peace.
Yeah, with our lovely black rub-ons there. It's really
that
lovely.
Looks really nice, doesn't it? I love this. I've got to stop saying it. I love them all. Carol Baker. How vintage does that look?
It really does, with the
cream roses.
Lovely grid work around the outside from one of the grid work plates. But that looks really lovely, doesn't it? Just very, very, very tiny smidge of colour.
Yeah, but just behind it.
The white work looks so effective.
And then we go to Carol Paxtello.
Oh, lovely and blue.
Nice and blue.
Lots of glitter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see.
Carol does love her glitter, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
Carol was at the retreat at the weekend.
Oh, lovely.
So it's good to catch up. Another one from Carol. This time she's outlined it with the metallic gel pens. If I zoom in on that one. Okay. So she's done the line art with the metallic gel pens. And I love the dotty infill of the roses.
Lovely. Really looks really beautiful.
Nice.
Debossed as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really lovely.
Josie Davidson. Another of our lovely peel-offs that we do. Not peel-offs, rub-ons. Look at that. Really how professional does that look?
It does look really professional with the gold rub-ons, doesn't it? All of them really. Just makes, and it's just very quick as well. So if you have all of these cards and you think, oh well, I'm not sure yet what it's going to be for, you've got the rub-on, so you can put the rub-on at the last minute. So you can assemble
your card. Absolutely, yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it?
Which just really helps.
Jane, yellow rose.
Here we are. So it shows that it doesn't have to be Christmas, because Jane's taken the furs out, and you've just got the roses. So
she's done that lovely technique where she's dorsed the black that you did into the background.
Looks really
and then she's pico cut out the centre.
Beautiful.
And then finally one more on this one from Karen Jackson.
Lovely. I love that. It's very.
It looks as if it's on different layers, doesn't it?
It does.
But that's all one layer.
It's all one layer, yeah, because you've got the edging there, and then it looks like it was a different
colour. On a different colour, yeah.
Really pretty. Love that.
And then finally the fourth one. Oh, the fourth one. I don't know where I would say hi. the season's greetings, 42504. If you want that individually. The Christmas rose. It's got the ivy in there. It's got some mistletoe.
Really pretty plate this as well.
And then we're going to zoom out on this one as I bring in from Karen Jackson.
Lovely.
Look at that.
I love the basic lace.
Yes, one of Josie's basic grids.
I think it's the triangle one, isn't
it? It's either the triangle or the arch.
I think the arch is a bit longer.
I'll let you flip it over in a minute and you can tell us. Okay. See who was right. So this one's from Jane. Let's zoom in on that one. Triangle. So who was right? You or me? I can't remember what I said.
Me.
Yeah, of course she was. Of course she was, Louise. I love the rub-on in the middle of that one.
That is so pretty, isn't it? Lovely bit of glitter.
And
tool work.
It looks as if it's been embossed.
Oh, Jane's embossed it a little bit.
I think she's embossed it lightly. The kisses.
And doesn't it look so lovely with the embedders as well?
Yeah.
I always love the cards when they've got those.
Got the embedders on them.
Looks so professional.
And then you got this one, exactly the same from Glynis.
Oh, lovely. Pink and green together always looks lovely.
Yeah.
Little bow at the top.
Little bows.
Using the
And
moon
then
tool.
finally, well, we've got two more. This one is from Carol Pankstello. Let's zoom out on that one.
Beautiful. So the grid works on a separate layer to the plate underneath.
Oh, it's like a frame, isn't it?
Yeah. So the
Yes.
actual this part here is on the designer parchment. Well, I think
Yeah, I think you've got paper, you've got
parchment there,
and
the
then the
paper
frame
there,
on top.
and then the little frame on top. So 3 layers.
Wow.
Really pretty.
And then finally, Jill Askham.
Lovely.
And she's created this piece using one of
the
Linda's
layering Christmassy ones.
Yeah, the
Very
frames as well.
pretty.
Doesn't that work well?
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
Pearlescent paint on there as well.
Oh yeah.
It's got that real shimmer to it.
It does.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
So if you like that collection of plates, then the item number for that is 42505. If you can still buy them if you're not doing the course. I think they're beautiful when you see what the design team have done with them, and especially at Christmas, where we have to make a lot of cards.
Yes.
We'll just swap over
Those
to
little plates really do help if you want to make lots of little cards.
Yeah.
And also, like, because you can, with just basic line art and a little bit of colour, you can make some little notelets as well because they're quite small.
Yeah.
Do little notelets for people to, you know, if you want to create cards for people to send Christmas cards. So
yeah, absolutely.
they're very handy.
And also, I mean, depending on how far you are on your Groovi journey, you can take some of those beautiful designs that we've looked at from the design team, just take the plate exactly as it comes, trace it out. If you don't want to add any colour, you don't have to. But the designer parchment would work beautifully from that as well. So maybe you're looking forward to the colouring course coming up in a week's time and thinking, right, okay, there's a few special cards I need to send. And hopefully I'll pick up a few, well, I not say hopefully, you will definitely pick up some things on the colouring course from Louise that starts a week on Wednesday, for sure. So what else have we got to show? I'm going to do a bit of a recap on the screen so we can have a look in full detail. So brand new course, still available. One of the great things about being online is that we don't have to restrict the numbers.
Yes.
You're in the comfort of your own home. You can be sitting in your pajamas doing it.
And the good thing is this will be available today, but it will also be available next year.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, everybody who may be thinking, oh, I want to learn, next year, for example, will be able to
go back and purchase it. Yeah, definitely. So the colouring course, which kicks off on Wednesday, the 3rd of September at 1 p.m, then the following Wednesday, the 10th at 1 p.m, and finally the 3rd Wednesday on the 17th at 1 p.m. as well. And they are live shows within the Circle platform. But don't worry, you can come in halfway, you can come in as we start. But if you can't join the lives for whatever reason, then they will be available for you to watch afterwards. Now, brand new plates, we were just looking at, oh, wrong button. I was meant to press that one. Just while I wasn't putting funny faces. I mean, it's a funny face anyway. The plates we were just looking at, 42505, £26 plus your club discounts. Then we also had a look at the foundation course, item number 60220, £60, no further discounts on that. 3 different modules, white work, colour and picot cutting. And then we launched a lovely collection of plates to go to work alongside that. And the item number for that is 42470. £3 saving, bringing it down to £29.50. Club members, if you're a Diamond Club member, £25.08. Then the latest one, prior to that or after that one, was the 123 online course for white work. Item number 60223, £60, no further club discounts. And you've got the 3 different modules there: embossing tools, shaders, and then the shadow embossing. And that was using the same collection of plates that we used in the foundation course. And then finally, just to share with you, so to speak, Pergamano Painting Essential Kit. Item number 70489, £15.98. So you get your 2 mix mats, one for water and one for oil. You get the lovely Pergamano number 2 round brush and our brand new Pergamano pink sponge as well. It's a magic sponge, isn't it?
It is.
And very magic. For those of you that have bought it, if you've already put it in water, you'll know why already. So what else have I got? If you want the sponge on its own and you just want to pop 1 or 2 more into your basket, the item number for that is 70488. It's £1.
It's £1.
It's £1.
Just £1.
And I think, as Louise mentioned when we released the colourwork course, you'd been having a play with it, hadn't you? And although, so you use it, it gets wet and then it dries out, and you go, I wouldn't say it goes crunchy, but it just dries out. It's the nature of the type of sponge.
Yeah.
And then you activate it again. But it will get to a period of time, because they're not like normal sponges that you can squeeze and clean, are they?
No, I mean, they clean to a relative amount, but they won't clean.
They won't go back to
their
pink.
Yeah, they won't be their original colour. But after each use, if you just quickly put it under some water and then squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Don't leave it after you've been painting with it for a while.
No, I suppose because the pigment will absorb into the.
Just rinse it out straight away.
Maybe it's worth getting a couple if you want to.
I would. Yeah.
Have 4. I don't know. So, okay, what have we got coming up this week? It's a weird week. We've not been here last week. Feels as if we've been away for ages. And then the bank holiday, the last bank holiday of the year before Christmas.
Yeah.
Dare I say the D word? I know. So coming up this week, tomorrow, Barb will be heading up to Hobby Maker for 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock with a brand new A4 sampler stamp set from Tina Cox. And beautiful, beautiful. Barb sent for all the demos through that she's going to attempt over the 2 hours. And it's all to do with the Mini Makes Monday.
Yes.
So keeping art nice and small. So Jazz worked on the designs from Tina's original artwork and turned it into a beautiful A4 sampler. So that's what Barb will be sharing with you on tomorrow. I know I keep thinking today's Monday, but it's not. It's Tuesday. So that's tomorrow at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So I hope you can tune in and support. And don't forget, check out Barb's blog. She blogged about not only the retreats, but the upcoming TV shows tomorrow as well. Then Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, back in the shack, continuing the journey across the USA on the Sam road trip. And then Friday, we've just got one show for you at 10 o'clock. And that will be shining a light on the new stamp collection that Barbara will be sharing with us on Hobby Maker. Maybe you can't get Hobby Maker on your TV, or maybe you're at work. Then if you come to us on Friday, then we'll be sharing that with you. And as you know, with all of our Clarity Social TV shows, we've got our catch up and craft area that are there forever. They're there since we introduced Clarity Social TV back in October of last year. You can go all the way back to October via the Clarity Crafts website, via the Catch Up and Craft section, and you can watch all of the previous Clarity Social TV shows. So if you do ever miss a show, then it's there for you. There will also be a link underneath of the products that featured in that hour or 2 hours. Prices may have changed during that time, because often we bring you special prices, we do special offers with double points and stuff. So I would say if you have gone back to 6 months time to watch something and the price is that, and you go to the website and you'll be able to go back and sort of watch those, but some of those prices will have changed, but we would have vocalized that during that particular hour to say that the offer runs until such and such, or etc. So that's this week. And then next week, next week I'm not going to say
what's
anything.
Going on next
What's
week,
going
then?
on next week? Well, apart from the part 1 of the 1, 2, 3 colouring course, there's lots of exciting things happening next week. But I'm sure Barb will fill you in either Thursday evening in the shack at the week ahead, or we'll tell you all about it on Friday. So make sure you can tune in Thursday evening, because you know what Barb's like. She gets talking and she says things and go, oh, I should have said that. So you may get a sneaky peek of the following week. And I'm sure if that isn't the case, then you'll get a sneaky peek on Friday of the following week. So I've had one quick question. Pam would like to know, would you need a separate sponge just for the yellow pencil? I suppose it's like Barb keeps one stencil brush just for yellow, but it's not that type of technique, is it?
No, I mean, you can't hurt to have more than one sponge, but you could. The good thing about the sponge is you can turn it over. So, but I mean, at home I've got a couple now, so
because I mean it's a paintbrush, isn't it? So the paintbrush but it's going to be washed out every time, so it takes it back to.
So most of the time, I mean, there might be an odd time where you might get a bit of colour on the brush, but obviously most of the time you're washing the brush and then you're drying it slightly and then you're replacing the moisture with the sponge.
Right.
So most of the time the paintbrush will be, it won't have any colour on it when you're putting it on the sponge.
There we go. So I hope that answered the question. So thank you as always for your company. And don't forget, Barb's on Hobby Maker tomorrow at 1 and 4. And then we'll be back with you later in the week. Thank you as always to the lovely Gracie, all the way over in New York. Grace texted me this afternoon and said, see you at 9. I'm thinking, 9? No, 2 o'clock. Time difference. And as always to the lovely Louise.
Thank you, Paul.
If you recently purchased any of the 1, 2, 3 courses, because we was at the retreats and stuff, those invites will be going out to the Circle platform tomorrow morning. So if you have purchased it over the past week and you haven't received an invite by midday tomorrow, 1, have a look in your spam folder. 2, if you've already used the Circle platform, just log in and you'll see that you may already have access to the course already. But if you haven't, then just give the office a call on the number below, and we will look into that for you. So I think that's it for today.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Super. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care now.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.